What is going on, traders? Welcome to Celestin Capital. Back again with a brand new video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded my last video, but it's for a good reason. As you guys can tell by the title of the video, I passed phase one of the FTMO challenge. Now, the reason I haven't been uploading is because I've been trying to focus very hard on passing the FTMO challenge. As you guys know, based on previous YouTube videos, I've been uploading my entire journey from me taking my first FTMO challenge to failing it to failing several challenges. And I just wanted to try something different and see if I can get a different result. And in this case, I did it. I just wanted to take the pressure off myself and see if I could pass this without any attention. And thankfully, it worked out. But moving forward, I'm going to record for you guys because I feel like the pressure is only going to make me better. I can't stray away from pressure if I want to be a day trader, if I want to be a full-time day trader. You have to have pressure on yourself. You're going to be pressured. And especially with the ideas that I have for myself, pressure is involved. So I'm going to have to get used to the pressure. And as I said, moving forward, I'm going to be recording after I pass phase two of this challenge. I'm going to be recording my entire series as we continue to scale up with FTMO. So with that being said, let's hop into the metrics. And I'm also going to show you guys the trades that passed me the challenge. As you see right here, or as I'm going to show you, only 2 trades it took me to pass this challenge. But I took 10 trades in total. So it's crazy how when you manage your risk and you have a high risk to reward strategy, you don't need to win that many trades. Now, I could have managed my trades better by going break even at certain points and partialing, but it worked out. And moving forward, that's just something I learned. Make sure I go break even at a certain point and are partial. So those 2 things I'm going to be implementing into my strategy, just so I can refine it more, and so it doesn't look like this. This is an ugly curve going all the way down into drawdown to almost losing the account. I was about $4,000 in drawdown, which is close to losing the account. I would have to have lost $5,000 in order to lose the account, and I was pretty close, $1,200 away from losing the account. So yeah, I'm gonna have to refine my strategy if I don't want to see all this drawdown. I'm gonna lie, it took a psychological toll on me. It took a huge psychological toll on me, seeing myself in this much drawdown. And yeah, thankfully, thank God, I pulled myself out of this, or God pulled me out of this, and we passed the challenge, guys. Let me show you guys the metrics. Right now, as you see this, you see the curve, you see the trades that it took me. I started this the 15th of June. It's currently the 20th of June. The only thing I haven't passed is the minimum trading days, so that's not a big deal. All I'm going to do is drop some standard lots on GU or AU or something like that, and we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna finish this trading days off strong and get phase 2 of the FTMO challenge. So as you see here, the max daily loss 1,500. Max loss, as I told you, we were close to losing the account. Max loss, we got to draw down $4,000, but today we finally passed it. Let me show you guys the more important metrics right here. This is the RR that I had. So I was risking about 0.5% to 1% per trade. As you see, the average loss was 4,000. The average average loss was 400, and the average profit was 4,000. Great risk to reward, guys. Great risk to reward. As you see, the average RR was 928. Now, I don't usually hold for this much RR, so this may be off a little bit based on who I am as a trader. So I don't really focus on these too much, especially as you see the win rate 20%. It may be accurate, but at the same time, there are times where I do partial in the market. So the partialing could affect the win rate in total. And as I told you guys, I don't always hold for 1 to 10s. I don't always look for 1 to 10s. It just so happened the trades were beautiful, and I managed to hold those trades. So yeah. And I'm usually looking for areas where price is going to, if you want to know, I'm usually looking for areas where price is going to reverse from, and that's where I take profit. It may be a 1 to 1, it may be a 1 to 3, it may be a 1 to 50. It depends on where I expect price to reverse from. That's where I decide to take profit. So don't let this huge RR fool you. Although my strategy has a decent RR, it's not this high. It is not a 1 to 9, not 1 to 10. It's nowhere near there. As I said, sometimes I may catch a 1 to 10, 1 to 12, but it's not the case all the time. So don't focus too much on these metrics. But as you see, you don't need a high win rate to pass or be a profitable trader in general, whether you want to take an FTMO challenge or whether you want to trade on personal account. You don't need a high win rate to be profitable. As you see here, I lost 8 trades. I lost 8 trades before the 2 trades that passed me the challenge. And I'm going to show you guys after I show you guys these metrics that the trades that I took that passed me the challenge. I just want to go over these metrics really quickly for you guys. Lots I dropped on certain days. You can check those out. You can see, let me show you guys the actual trades. So 1, 2, and I told you I was risking about 1% per trade. On this day, I decided it was 2%, and I lost both trades. But here it is: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades I lost before the 2 bangers. So a $6,000 trade and a $2,500 trade, which was beautiful. And you can see the duration. This was the gold trade. This was the AU trade. And just so you guys can see these metrics, you can pause the video if you want. I don't want to stay too long. I don't want to make this video too long because I want to show you guys the trades that passed me the challenge. You can see sell was predominantly what made me money, selling gold and AU, but just the buys just weren't there. I don't really focus too much on these, whether the buy is there, whether the sell is there. I'm going to take it regardless. If it fits the plan, if it fits my strategy, I'm going to take it. Buy or sell. As you see, gold, AU, US 30 and NODs were consolidating very heavily this week, so or manipulating very heavily this week. So couldn't catch those two. And yeah, that's it. If you want to look at the metrics again, you can go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to scroll up slowly just in case you want to check any of these out. Right before I show you the trades, as you see, pass, and I'm just waiting out the minimum trading days. So let's go ahead and hop into the charts, and I'll show you guys exactly the 2 trades that I took. So the first one was gold that I took on Friday, which was 2019, 18, 17th of June. Let's back up a little bit here and let me see. Let me close this out. So I was looking at price from this perspective. As you see, we were bullish. I'm looking for price ultimately to be bullish, but there was a sell setup that was beautiful, looking pretty crispy. As you see, price tapped into this demand zone. I'm expecting price to be bullish ultimately, but there is this huge bullish impulse that you see right here that tapped into this 2-hour demand zone. I've been back testing gold, the 2-hour supply zone. As I've been back testing gold, I see the 2 hours very strong. It holds up very strong. And that's what happened in this case. Shot up to this 2-hour supply zone, and I'm expecting price to continue up from this. So as price was up here, I just simply waited. Simple as that. All I have to do is wait for my setup to come to me. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not trying to change my strategy in the middle of the FTMO challenge. I'm not trying to copy other people's ways of trading because I know what I'm looking for. I've backtested enough to know what I'm looking for. If we drop down to the 1 hour, you can see price broke structure, this swing low right here. And then what was I looking for? All I looked for was within the supply zone still, this inner supply zone, price continue to look bearish, and as you see, we see a grab of liquidity to the upside. Let me delete this really quick. It was a 5-minute entry. We see this grab of liquidity to the upside. Price spiked up, activating buy stops, and then what I was looking for was price to break this swing low right here. I simply waited. If price didn't break the swing low, I wouldn't have gotten into this trade. Simply waited for price to break the swing low. I don't consider wicks a break of the swing low. It has to be a candle close. So I patiently waited, and then this happened. Beautiful entry, beautiful setup. And I think it was a 2-minute. I saw an imbalance, or 1 minute. I believe it was a 1-minute setup, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what happened here. I think price came up at one point. Okay, so it was this imbalance right here. So price gave me a nice entry on this imbalance right here. Beautiful imbalance that price came back to mitigate. Came back to fill in. So as soon as price tapped into the imbalance, I can get this to work. Stop was about 40 pips or so right up here. And my TP was about, I'm all over the place with this. As I told you, I was looking for buys from this demand zone. And that's exactly what I looked for. It was about a 1 to 4, 1 minute entry right on the fill of the imbalance. It was a beautiful tap in. And then ultimately what we saw was price just fall from here. Now this did take a psychological toll on me, to be honest. Especially, let me show you guys the curve. Especially seeing this huge down curve, it took a huge psychological toll on me. Being a drawdown this much, I was like, dang, am I gonna pass this challenge? But the important thing is to make sure you stay faithful to your strategy. Stay faithful to your strategy. If you backtest the strategy enough, why are you doubting it? Why are you doubting the strategy that you've put hours into? There's no point. As I told you guys, I lost 8 trades before 2 trades that took me into profit and passed the challenge. So let's go back to the breakdown. Price just continued to plummet from here. And this was the end of Friday. It was getting close to the end of Friday, right when price hit TP. Let's play this out, And seeing this drawdown, seeing me being in profit this much also took a lot of psychological toll. So I was in profit this much, then price came all the way back. It's like, dang, is this going to come back and tap me out? Because it's happened before where price has dropped, came back, tapped me out, and then hit TP again. And I was wondering if price was going to do that. But I continue to hold the trade, continue to stay faithful to the plan that I've cultivated for myself. And this is what happens. Your TP gets hit. Let's go ahead and play this out. TP was hit. Actually, my TP was up here somewhere because it ended on Friday somewhere. So yeah, TP was the top of this structure right here. So this wick right here, as you see, hit my TP, or this candle right here hit my TP, and we got tapped out of the trade. This was about a 1 to 4 trade that I took on Friday. So this is the first trade that made me, let me show you guys, that made me the $6,000 on gold. So that brought me back in profit. I was up about 5% after this trade. And then today, I took an AU trade that was beautiful as well. Same setup. We're looking for nothing different on gold. On the AU. Same setup as gold. Let me show you guys this. I was actually looking for re-entry on here, but it didn't happen. We were in the supply zone. Let me actually back up a little bit. So price became bullish from here at this 1 hour, or you can say 2 hour supply zone. I'm starting to like the 2 hour time frame, just in case you guys want to know. You can use a 2 hour. 2 hours is pretty nice. So we see this huge drop on the 2 hour time frame. This huge drop, even though I'm expecting price to be bullish. Ultimately, I expected some retracement from this 2 hour supply zone because of how massive this drop was. As you see, a huge drop, non-stop drop with this candle especially. So the huge drop, I expected some kind of retracement. Now, what happened was price tapped into the supply zone. This was a 5 minute entry. Tapped into the supply zone. Gave me my setup, ran liquidity. We had to run on liquidity and then break a structure down. Simple as that. And then what happened was I wasn't awake during this time. I would have gotten in right here off of the fill of this imbalance right here. Actually, I would have gotten in right here off of the fill of this imbalance. As you see this imbalance left behind, I would have gotten in somewhere over here. But I wasn't awake. This happened around 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up around 8:20. So what I did was I waited for price to do this. I still wasn't up, and then price was down here when I woke up. And I was like, dang, did I miss out on the trade? And then it just so happened that price came back up to tap me in perfectly. It was this candle. I don't know why the thing came up here. It was this candle right here that tapped me in perfectly, barely any drawdown. Not that I care whether I go into drawdown on a trade or not. It's just price tapped me in perfectly. I had a sell limit because I was busy doing something. Price tapped me in to the pip. I almost missed out on the trade, but price tapped me in. And as you see, the rest is history. I was expecting price to reverse from this 1 hour structure. Let me show you guys the psychological aspect of this trade. I'm expecting price to reverse from here. So that's why my TP is close to here. I didn't bring it all the way down because all I needed was this much to pass the challenge. And as you see, price tapped nicely into this demand zone, currently in this demand zone. I'm expecting price to continue up from here. But as you see, the psychological toll that it took on me was here. This demand zone. I expected some huge retracement from this demand zone. I was hoping it didn't tap me out of this trade because as I said, I was expecting price to ultimately be bullish from here. But as you see, once price tapped into this demand zone, let me show you guys how this was so you can see, get a better picture. So price was beautiful at first, and then this is what happened. Price started giving me bullish candles. And as a trader, this can psychologically destroy you because you're like, dang, I'm in a sell, but it looks like price is buying. And some people want to close out of their trades. Some people will be like, dang, I'm going to close out of this trade. This was like, dang, am I really going to get closed out of this trade? But I continued to hold. I continued to stay strong. As you see, my entry was up here. At this point, I was break even. I was not going to let price hit my stop loss in the negative. I put my stop at break even, and I continue to hold. And ultimately, price just tanked. It was a beautiful trade on both setups. And as I told you guys, put the hours in your strategy. Put the hours in your strategy, and you will be confident. All right. There's no way you can't be confident if you put the hours in your strategy. Backtesting is simply just practice. Simply practice. It's repetition. Practice is simply repetition. Once you get the repetition, it becomes natural. All right. As I told you guys before, I failed or I lost 8 trades before the 2 trades that helped me pass the challenge. And some people might say, "Well, your win rate is horrible." I don't care. I really don't care. It helped me pass the challenge. I'm a profitable trader. If I'm a profitable trader with a 20% win rate, I don't mind. I mean, it's making me money. So it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. And if you want to stay tuned for more, be sure to subscribe. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about this video. If you have anything to say, leave it down in the comments. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And off to the next part of this challenge once I get the trading days over with. So I'll see you guys in the next one, which I don't know when it'll be. I'm gonna go through the phase 2 first, and then I'll update a video for you guys once I pass phase 2 and I become a funded trader. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.